Scientists are trying to breed in Canada the French super bees, the Canadian French super bees. It says French Canadian bees are getting busy on a remote island in Canada to produce what scientists hope will be a new super bee, resistant to deadly Varroa V-A-R-R-O-A, Varroa mice.
Classic. I gotta hear that again. Come on! Oh, God damn, that's great. What were you trying to say, Spaz?
Varroa.
I believe that's the pronunciation. All right, let's go back.
In Canada, the French super bees, the Canadian French super bees. It says French Canadian bees are getting busy on a remote island in Canada to produce what scientists hope will be a new super bee, resistant to deadly V-A-R-R-O-A, Varroa mites that have crippled the global honey market.
Crippled the global honey market.
Yes.
What are you trying to get
When
at?
I go to the bars, I don't see as many honeys as I used to. It's crippling the honey market. Thank God the baby market is still riding strong.
Rosalie, what's up?
Major road rage here from Spaz.
We hear this every week. People listen on their way home, on their drive home, and they get road rage from listening to you, Spaz. It's not very safe.
I'm surprised.
You're surprised? Because they look at their radio and go, oh, my God, I can't believe this effing idiot. And then they take it out on drivers because they're so frustrated. They want to punch you in the face, and they can't.
What is pissing you off
Exactly
today?
what's happening.
What's pissing you off today, Rosalie?
His stupidity.
Yeah. The
His
strawberry
stupidity.
thing got to you?
Yeah, you guys, at least we listen to you, we laugh. Things are funny, you listen to him. It's like, how can somebody be this stupid?
Yeah, he's got his own ideas about everything.
Definitely. Anyway, I love you guys.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
Someone is trying to say that the Super Bee is a car.
Yeah, it looks like a smaller version of an Indy car.
Tim, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Opie?
Hey.
Yeah, I thought the Super Bee was a car made by Dodge in the late 60s, 70s there.
The Super
Spaz
Bee.
is a freaking idiot, man.
All right. Thank you, Tim.
Hey, you guys rock, man.
So what are we getting at with the Super Bees?
They're making a hybrid super bee that's supposed to be resistant to the Varroa mites.
And this is going to wreck the honey market?
The honey market.
Why?
Because the Varroa mites eat the honey.
All right. Let's continue.
This was much more important than the
Bees-
sub.
Bees are bad for the specific reason they sting. And we already have a super bee, which is the killer bee, which is in the southern states right now and on its way to New York, which I do predict will be here in the year 2002.
How do you know that?
Why 2002?
The rate of speed that they're going.
How fast are they going?
He calculated.
How fast are they going? Where are they right now?
I'm not sure about the exact MPH.
Where are they now? Where are they right now?
MPH.
I say they're more in in the Carolinas at the moment.
Carolinas, and how fast are they going?
Yeah, it's a simple math problem.
So how could
you
you
figure this out?
How could you predict how long it's going to take them to get here if you don't know how fast they're going?
Because they were-
speed and distance.
Because they were first detected in the 60s, early 70s.
First detected
The first detected in Texas region.
in the Texas region.
Yeah, and then now they've been in the Carolinas since about the late 80s, so I'm
Yeah?
predicting that
Are they going to bring up fireworks and cigarettes?
it jumped about 15 years, so I'm figuring like another 15, 20 years it should be jumping to
And
New
that'll
York.
be 2002?
Yeah, from the
In 15 years, it'll be 2002?
from the late 80s when they arrived in the Carolinas.
Yeah, he's saying that.
Oh, he's doing his own math.
Yeah, no, he's jumping forward the 15 years. And now, Spaz, what's going to happen when these killer bees get to New York? Spasmatics.
They will be on a rampage.
And that being, thus then,
They will sting and thus kill.
All right, worse than the giant mosquito? A worse catastrophe as far as insects will go?
Yes,
Insects will get you.
they were the worst form.
Spaz, follow this logic. Now, these bees, these super bees, where are they now?
They're in the Carolina area.
Are they running rampant down there now?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, how come we don't hear about their trip
Death and
from
destruction.
Texas to the Carolinas? Should have just been a road of pandemonium, death, and destruction.
Because See, everybody overlooks this. There are other news that are more important than these killer bees, according to the
Like
press.
a submarine of the Democratic National Convention.
So people are dying from the super bees, but they're just not reporting it.
Yes, they're giving it acknowledgement to some other diseases. Meanwhile, it is the super bee.
How many people have died because of killer bees in the United States?
I can imagine thousands, but they're unreported.
But they're unreported.
Yes.
This was not a boating accident. This was no bee sting.
Now I'm not going to sit around while you do some half-assed autopsy
Autopsy on a bee. We have killed a large predator bee that has apparently injured some bathers.
Oh, all right. Well,
I want that bee-happy bastard strung up by his Buster Browns.
super bees. Here we go.
Bees come cruising. They come stinging and stinging. You hear that high-pitch ouch.
Their little eyes roll back in there.
Eyes roll, their compound eyes roll back. Before you know it, you're spraying Bactine, but they keep coming back and stinging you. We didn't have any bee-proof strawberries or a bee cage.
Oh, yeah. Can we eat the strawberries so we don't get stung by the super bees?
Spaz goes in the cage.
Only if they withhold the deadly diseases that the super strawberry would combat.
And if they do sting us, what about the CPR? Will that help us?
Yeah.
The culinary thing you were talking about?
It's a different kind of poison.
It all comes together in the end, folks.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it'll come
always
together.
comes together.
Loose ends.
All right, let's move on with the super bee story. Spaz's Week in Review.
And the super bee will be here soon, and I think we should thus beware and set up these glue traps that you would do for flies, except for to an certain extent in the woods. In the wooded area, you would put the glue traps, tape them to around trees and stuff like that to repel these super bees. Anyway, there's a new super bee which is supposed to be resistant to diseases that normally would kill bees, and they're honey-producing things. I think there are other ways to produce honey. I mean, if we can synthesize
Synthetic honey.
other materials in this world, why cannot we synthesize honey?
We cannot.
I think that we can synthesize other foods like they do in Star Trek. I went through this before. They can synthesize honey, so we do not need to make the bee that's going to be like immune to everything. Because bees can be bad because bees can get out of control. You cannot control the bee. Once you form the super bee cannot be stopped. It cannot be stopped. So we should not make the super bee. I'm reverting back to the movie The Fly. It was bad then. We have the deadly mosquitoes. We have deadly bees. We do not need the super bee. The super bee would be bad. So I think the scientists should rethink. And normally, sometimes what scientists create could be disastrous for them. So I hope that they come to their senses and they do not create the super bee. Moving right along to my last story.
That's classic, man.
Wait, we're developing the super bee?
The French are, but they're going to import it to America.
And why are we developing the super bee and importing it from France?
So we can help the honey production.
Because
we need honey that bad?
They're
Spaz?
impervious to that mite, the mite.
The varroa mite.
Oh, now I get it. The mites are eating the honey, and we need honey so bad we're going to get the super bees. But the super bees are going to kill us.
They could possibly,
But it's worth it because we get more honey.
According to scientists.
But we can synthesize honey.
Yeah.
Just like they do on Star Trek, reverting to Star Trek.
See, that's what I can't understand. Why don't they just synthesize it?
How about transporter beams? They show that on Star Trek.
But if the super bee is being created in France, why are we talking about the killer bees coming up from the south?
Not French-Canadian. So, see, Canada's also
Coming
French.
up from the south, of course.
Coming up
Come
from
on,
the
Opie.
south.
So the French Canadians are coming up from the south?
No, the killer bees are in the south, the super bees in the north.
They're going to meet
And
at
they-
the Mason.
Oh, my God. Killer super bees. You see a bunch of killer bees with south of the border stickers on their asses. Yeah, I was south of the border. Great.
Wow.
Well, look out.
Someone wants to know if the killer bee will beat the giant mosquito.
Yeah, who would
In a
win in a fight?
I haven't seen that matchup yet.
Who do you think would win in a fight? The giant mosquito or the super bee?
Well, I think that bees are more deadlier than mosquitoes.
General Robert E. B. South's gonna rise again. Very good, Spaz. So you think who would win? The giant mosquito, super bee.
The super bee because they're more deadly than mosquitoes.
Super bee. Okay. Well, I'm not even going to ask why. Anything else? Your last story?
My last story, cloning.
Cloning.
Cloning. Here we go.